Welcome to the William McKinley Presidential Library Museum. My name is Mark Holland, and I welcome you to the McKinley Gallery. Now, this is in 3 sections. Right over here, Mr. McKinley was a lawyer when he came to Canton, Ohio, and this is what his law office might have looked like when he was here in Canton. You can see right up there a picture of another famous lawyer, Mr. Abraham Lincoln, our 16th president. Mr. McKinley was our 25th president. Now, if you take a look at this section right here, this is what his parlor might have looked like in his home in Canton, Ohio. And if you take a look over here in this section, right over here is what the White House would have looked like when Mr. McKinley and Mrs. McKinley were in the White House. I said that he was the 25th president of the United States. He was elected and then he was re-elected to serve 4 more years as our president. Now, he was in Buffalo, New York, and as the master politician, he was yet giving another speech. And his speech was over. And now it's time for him to greet his guests. But more importantly, it's time for his guests to meet the President of the United States. Perhaps, probably the only time they'll get to see a president up close and actually shake his hand. Now, he was in a short receiving line, and there was a long line coming through, and he was shaking their hand. And he would shake hands, and you'd get to say a couple words, and he'd get to say a couple words. And he would take your hand, and he would move your whole body and move you on your way, so that he could see a large amount of people in a very short amount of time. Now, there was a little girl that got lost from her mommy. She had a yellow and white dress on. And she was coming through the line, and she shook hands with the president. Now, the president gave his boutonniere, his scarlet carnation, to that little girl, his good luck charm. As soon as he gave that away, his luck ran out. Less than a minute, a man named Leon Solgash came through the line, and instead of shaking hands with the president, he shot the president twice. Once in the shoulder and once in the belly. And as a result, 8 days later, the president died of his wounds. And later, the new president, the 26th president of the United States, Theodore Roosevelt, Teddy Roosevelt, became that 26th president. Okay.